Hey everybody, how's it going? It's Nick Baldwin. We're back for another episode of Command Your Social. I have my awesome co-hosts here with me, Jesse Newquist and Leslie Jackson. What is going on today?
Hi. Good to see you. Missed you.
Man, it's been a minute. It's been a minute since our last episode. It's been several weeks, so I'm sure our 3 or 4 listeners are going to be extremely happy to hear us. What do you guys think?
I think that joke is getting a little bit old, but okay.
Okay, 3 or 4,000 listeners. Let's just get real. If you're not listening to Command Your Social, you're just not commanding your social. Today we have a pretty awesome guest. We haven't had someone on here who's had a massive following on Instagram. And today we have a guy from my home state of New Jersey, Ed Stulak. He's here today. And Ed has a team of 11 real estate professionals, and he has 50,000 followers on Instagram.
So amazing.
That's what's important to everyone. That's important. Ed, what's up, man?
Welcome.
What's up? This is cool. I like this intro. We're vibing. I like it.
We're having a good time. 50,000 followers on Instagram. You must be a very interesting man.
So my mom says, and right.
I love it. Aren't moms the best? So I'm just going to get right into it and ask a pretty easy question, Ed. How come Instagram? Like, why is that the platform for you? What is it about Instagram that you love so much?
It's my digital business card. I don't toss out business cards. I have a few of them, like, of course, here, which I leave at open houses and houses that I view, and that's about it. But other than that, I don't tell people at networking events to follow me on YouTube, follow me on Facebook, follow me on Snapchat. It's always Instagram. Instagram just shows you everything about one. Shows the business, shows the profile picture, the name, the bio, the location, the contact information, your vacations, your business, your reviews, your sales. I mean, the list goes on. I can continue. But that all could be summed up on one Instagram page. It's like a one sheet, like an artist has a one sheet. Instagram just gives me the very similar concept. So anytime I connect with someone, hey, let's swap Instagrams. And we usually do, gains me another follower. And now every time I log on to Instagram, more than likely I'll see their picture pop up. They'll see my picture pop up. And that's just so much more than a business card will ever, I guess, give you, you know?
Yeah, no, that makes a ton of sense. I mean, who gives business cards out anymore? Really? I don't remember the last time I gave one out. What about you?
You know what? I got one the other day and I looked at it. I'm like, wow, this is really nice. And guess where it ended up 13 hours later after my long, busy day of work?
Yeah.
You're like, wow, what a waste of a tree.
What a waste of a tree. Exactly.
Yeah, and we're not recycling. Nobody's recycling those anyway. Well, so I love you already, Ed. I love your energy. And so just thank you personally for being here. I appreciate your time as well. And so I'm interested in your growth story. Like how'd you grow the Instagram to 50? What was your method?
Okay.
Yeah, other than I'm sure it wasn't meeting 50,000 people at networking events and just telling them to follow you.
It was not. It helped, but not that. So I'll say the origin story. So I'm a big hockey guy. Okay. 2012, I was outside playing pond hockey. I was in high school. 2012 was my senior year. So I'm 28 years old right now. And 2012, I was outside, winter day, playing pond hockey, and Instagram was a thing. So it just started becoming a thing. So I downloaded it, and I had this hockey hat, and I took a picture of it, put it up on Instagram. It was my first post ever, and I got 2 likes. And I'm thinking, wow, 2 likes, this is cool. But for some reason, and keep in mind, I was studying pre-med, I was in bioscience, like business was not my thing. But for some reason, when I saw those 2 likes come in, something clicked in me and said, Ed, those 2 likes could have potentially bought that hat. That could have been a $30 profit on $0 marketing budget. How can you increase your following to promote something, maybe a hat, but maybe not, and promote something to them where they can just see it, they can view it, they can click on something and click buy now for $0 marketing budget. So I'm thinking, all right, how do I grow a following? And since that day, I've been growing the following. So it took me 10 years to get to 50,000. It did not happen overnight.
Wow.
So you knew it. All right. You knew that right off the bat, though. I think that's amazing. I thought I was predicting you were going to say, all right, well, that just felt really good. So I thought there was going to be an accident in there. That's cool. Purposeful the whole time. Interesting.
Purposeful the whole time. And during that journey of growing the following, I was a a tour manager. I was a DJ. I was a tailor for like a week and a half. I was an entrepreneur. I was this. I was a social media guy, and I was just bouncing left and right. So the following always went up, down, up, down, up, down, until I found my niche, and that was real estate 6 years ago.
So,
Mhm.
so let me get this straight. Okay, so you didn't start the Instagram when you were an agent. You were doing lots of different things over the course of the last 10 years. So you have probably like a plethora of different kinds of people from all walks of life just following you on there, right?
For the most part, yeah. I have music, I have colleagues, hockey friends, college.
Yeah, I hear the tailoring industry is like hot on Instagram
Huge.
too.
You could
I
be
wanna
the
hear
number
about
one
that week
tailor.
and a half. I do want to hear more
Yeah.
about that. I'm curious.
Oh man, that was like I said, it was like a week and a half. I got into real estate and I saw all these big realtors just promoting their fashion and then looking so shabby in front of these big homes. I'm thinking, wow, they look sexy. Like, how do I get that type of suit? And I'm thinking, why don't I just create my own? I'm gonna wear my, as you can see, I wear my name anyway. So like, why shouldn't I wear myself as well? And then I tried it out. I made my first suit. It was just not the best, but it's still hanging in my closet as a reminder. Like, I did that for a second. That was cool. But then I said, I'm not going to do that. Let me focus on real estate. It's the money generating platform for me. Let me focus on that. And then I bumped into a tailor that said, hey, I want to make you a suit. I said, okay, please do. I said, how much do you charge? He said, $3,000. I said, all right, let me get back to you.
Let me get some more followers.
So I reached out to him later that day and I said, how about this? How about you make me a free suit? I'll promote you to my 8,700 followers I had at that time. I remember till today, 8,700 followers. So I had to write it on paper, contract. And I told him, I'm going to promote you. Instead of getting $3,000 sale from me, how about I bring you 5 sales for $3,000 and you'll go ahead and just make that suit for me for free. I'll be your walking billboard. 6 or 7 years later, here we are, still partnered till today. I still wear him. All my suits in my closet are by him now. So
oh man, that is such a cool story.
Thanks.
You know, I was reading, what book was I reading? Oh, I can't remember what it was. I can't remember that one book I read. No, I'm trying to remember. It talked about like micro influencers, right? Like, you know, you can grow a following, like you can help a local business like that with just 5 or 6, 10,000 followers. They're called micro influencers. So that's really cool that you did that. I love it. And if you're a real estate agent watching that, do that with your local businesses.
All real estate agents are micro influencers in your neighborhoods, guys. You are
yes, exactly.
That's like the size of it.
For sure.
Yeah, I mean, cross promotion is huge, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Ed, I'm really interested in just basically your day-to-day content strategy. So how do you build your content? What's your strategy? What inspires you? Do you have like an actual, like, here's what I'm gonna do tomorrow, kind of like a timeline of content that you abide by, or is it just like on the whim? So tell us a little bit more about that.
So you know how there are the A-type personalities, right? Organized, everything is in the calendar, everything is like so Monday 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. I'm going to be filming content. I'll be editing from 11 to 12 and things of that sort. I'm going to create content on conventional loans, and then I'm going to talk about real estate. Yeah, that's not me at all. Okay, completely way far from that. I see something pretty and I say, whoa, I like that. Let me steal that. And then I go ahead, I'll pull out my camera real quick. I will put up my little tripod, right? This is all I use, whatever I got around me.
What is that, a stapler?
It's a tape thing. Yeah.
I know, it's like, it looks like a tripod.
I'll start filming and I'll just go to it. And then I'll take that idea and either I'll post it right there and then, or I'll save it as a draft and post it when the time is right. When I feel like my audience is on, when I feel like I'm engaging a lot, let me post it around then. So I'm very in the moment. My creative juices turn on from 11 p.m. to 4 a.m. I don't know why. It's just how I operate. So 11 p.m. to 4 a.m. I am up, I'm running, my mind is creative as all hell. because everyone else is asleep. And I feel like this is the good time to me look at my phone and not get a phone call, not get an email, not get a text message, not get anything, and just focus on what I truly want to do. So that's how I personally go about it. I see something cool, I try it out, I'll run with it when the time is right.
Well, that leads me to just asking you when you sleep.
I was
I've
wondering
been
the
asked
same
that
thing.
before. Well, sometimes I wake up, a little bit later in the day, like 8 a.m., 9 a.m., something of that sort.
So you don't
And
need a lot of sleep then.
I don't. To be honest, and I don't want this to sound corny or anything, but I'm so happy with what I do. Like, I just
Yeah.
want to get up and continue working. Like, let me
No,
just-
that makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. So I'm sleep for a little bit, get some. I like naps. I love naps. Oh man, I love power
Dude, naps are the best.
naps.
They're my jam. Okay, so wait, do you have a question, Justin?
Well, yeah, kind of follow-up question. Just
All right,
made
go
sense.
ahead.
Like, I need to, we're talking about time. Like, how much time do you spend on Instagram every day?
Great question. It was recently asked, and I actually looked at my analytics, and it says anywhere between an hour and 33 minutes to about 2 hours and like 20 minutes is
Yeah.
like
A day?
time frame
Yeah.
for me a day. And during that time, I'm either creating content, engaging, commenting, posting, DMing, doing something
Yeah.
of that sort. But one thing that I don't want to say never do, because I do it, and it's part of my content strategy that you were even asking about before, Leslie, is there are two types of people. The third type of person is who I am, though, and I encourage everyone to be. You have type 1, which is just content consuming. All you do is go onto TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and consume content, and you get your plethora of information or value or education, entertainment, and ha-has for the day, and then you don't do anything. And then you have your second type of person who just creates content. That's good. You're creating content, but you don't know what people are consuming. You need to tailor your content to their fit. So if you're just creating content because this is what I would like as a real estate agent, I feel like I should know about conventional loans and this and that. Do people truly care? Do your followers and audience truly care about that? And if not, you got to really rethink your strategy. So the third type
Love
of
it.
person, which I encourage people to be a combo of both. Consume
Yeah.
and create. See
Well-
what's trending, see what's working, create that. See
Know
what's
your
trending,
audience.
and just
Mhm.
it goes on and on.
Well, I was looking through your Instagram and it looks like your content is primarily geared towards other agents, or is it geared towards, because I don't know if it's geared towards the consumer. So what your audience is. Is your audience mostly agents, and is that what your content is geared towards?
Correct. My ideal audience, ideal avatar is a real estate agent or a real estate professional for that matter. I want to teach them about social media, personal branding. Listen, I'm a part of an agency that allows me to grow nationwide, hopefully one day worldwide. So I need to get a following of real estate agents that I can potentially partner up with one day down the line. So I want to have them follow me now when the time is right, 2, 3, 5 months from now, or 2, 3, 5 years from now. But yeah,
Okay, that makes sense.
Mhm.
I noticed you have 2 Instagrams though.
I have a few. I was before I hopped on with you guys on this podcast. I got a text message saying, "Hey man, I think you were hacked."
Oh,
was-
I don't know. There's another Ed Stulak. It's you with
Okay.
1,100 followers. And I don't know. And then there's another one with the 50,000 followers. Maybe you do have a hacker.
I have a few people that created fake accounts. I don't know what to do.
Oh, I would be honored. Just be flattered.
Well, hey,
That's so
the
cool.
other one leads to your website and your brokerage and your team. So hey, I'd let it go. You know what I mean?
Here's what's concerning though, is that they're reaching out to my followers and asking for cryptocurrency, and they're saying like, "Hey, you want to?"
Oh my God.
Like that puts me in a bad position because now they're
Yeah,
coming after me.
yeah.
I had people come after me once before saying, "Hey, you asked for like $2,400 for me once. Like I haven't been able to contact you." Like that was not me. I swear.
Oh
That
no.
is
Yeah,
that's
so
terrible.
not the best. It helps, but not the best.
So like what if your content is geared towards real estate professionals, like what kind of stuff are you telling them?
The type of content that they want to consume every day. So humor, education, those are my 2 go-tos all the time. If I can make you laugh, if I can make you smile, if I can make you feel good and I guess a little smarter for the day, then I feel like you're going to come back to me again tomorrow. And if you can expect that from the days on and on and on and on, every time you log on to my account and you get another just boost of energy, motivation, a new piece of information you learned, I feel like you're going to stay a follower and remain a follower for life. So
yeah, like the latest video you posted, 3 apps to help you edit your videos. And then you pointed to them: Video Shop, Video Leap, and Splice. So I love those. I love those videos that teach me which apps to get. Because you know, a lot of the questions you probably get are like, what do you edit your videos with? Right. So there you go. There's the answer.
exactly.
Yeah, and also you are, every time we're doing any sort of marketing, we're talking to our database and who has the best databases in the world. Realtors do. So like having that as a sector, that's just genius for growth. Thanks for, that's a great tip. Thank you.
Totally. And the 5 things that I always say that sell best, I pointed 2 of them out: education and entertainment. Some combine them together and call it edutainment. Right. So if you could do that, that's one concept. Number 3, animals, babies, and sex.
Uh-huh. I was just about to ask him, like, where's the sex?
They sell so well. And this is, I was just doing a training at a Coldwell Banker a few days ago, and I was telling them that they all started laughing. They always do when I say sex, but it's true. I would be silly.
This podcast is all about sex.
Okay, excellent. we'll segment off into that in a second.
Yeah.
So I was telling them that I have a listing, which I was ready to go ahead and, just do a little listing video on, show the house, show the highlights, do all this fun stuff. But before I actually clicked record, I saw my seller with her little dog in the kitchen. I said, hold the phone. Can I use your dog? And she said, oh my God, my dog was meant for Hollywood. I said, took the dog, and I filmed the whole listing video with the dog. What do you think the comments about that video pertain to?
The dog.
Oh my God. I had about 76,000 views on TikTok, a few hundred on YouTube, a few thousand on Instagram. And majority of the comments are, does the house come with the dog and blah, blah, blah. And,
well, that's the stuff that goes viral. Like, when you, I've seen the video, I've seen the photos of homes where like, there's a cat in every picture, or like a creepy looking, doll or something like on the bed. You know what I'm saying? Like those are the ones that go viral and that people remember.
I mean, somebody could create a business about renting dogs for Instagram stories.
Oh, hey, let's do it.
Okay. All right.
I just gave you an idea, Ed. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna run.
Ed, you're like a walking billboard for yourself. You're wearing a shirt that says your name on it.
I know, just in case I forget.
You should have your Instagram handle on that shirt.
I am so happy you said that. One thing I forgot to tell you before. You asked me why Instagram, because it's my digital business card. On the inside of all my suits, I have my Instagram stitched in to my jacket.
Oh, that's
my
cool.
gosh, that's amazing.
Like a tag?
Yeah, my tag.
Love it.
I
So
love
cool.
that.
Wow.
That's so cool.
You know what you should do, Ed? I can one up you on that.
Okay.
You should stitch the QR code for your Instagram handle, so when people see it, they just take out their phone and scan it and instantly follow you.
I love it. That's okay. All right, Nick.
Stay still.
You're welcome. You're welcome. You're gonna gain that, dude. Seriously, like follow me on Instagram. You just open it up. It's a QR code, dude. Then they don't have to search for you.
That's true. That's a good point.
With the dog business and the QR code, we are just having so many ideas today.
Even a podcast?
I love it.
Shark Tank. Like, are we?
We could have our own business.
I know. Sheesh.
I mean, what I take away from this too is like, in order to have extraordinary results, you have to do extraordinary things. And I feel like, Ed, you're like the perfect person to say that that's what you're up to. And I also want to just ask too a little bit more about not only how much, well, we've already talked about how much time you've spent, on Instagram and how long it really takes to create that content. That content. What is another way that you can give listeners just some more inspiration around how often should they be posting, right? So like, I know we talked a lot about TikTok users like Jesse. You were a great example of how often you should be posting a video. And how often should people be posting on Instagram? Is that daily, weekly? How many reels should one make?
So I'll tell you the exact number. I do have a representative that I've spoken with at Instagram directly. So
Oh,
I love it.
look at
mention her
you.
name, but it's weird because one day I received a notification in my Instagram and it said, "Do you want to connect with an Instagram representative? This is only like a beta test or whatever it is." I said, "Yeah, of course." So I got connected with them. We set up a time and we were on the call for about 30 or so minutes. She told me everything that we need to know. She told me how many reels, how long you should be doing lives for, how many posts you should be posting a day, a week, IG stories, the list goes
Wow.
on. So I'll tell you a few of these numbers. And you said IG reels. She said between 4 to 6 IG reels a week.
Okay.
4 to 6 IG reels a week. If one can manage that, God bless. If you can't, don't overwhelm yourself. Try as best as you possibly can. So that's for reels. TikTok is a little different. What I've noticed on TikTok is that you can post once a day, you can post 15 times a day, you can post 15 times a week, and one of those videos will do well, few of them will not, and one of them will go blow up 3 months from now.
Jesse can tell you that that's the case with her.
Right.
Yes, I couldn't
There's
figure
like
it
no
out.
rhyme or reason.
Right.
No rhyme or reason right now because it's still such a new platform, and it's
Yeah.
still tracking the metrics and the analytics of the behaviors, the interests of its users. So TikTok doesn't know everything about you just yet. I've been on TikTok since 2019. I was in Europe, I was summer, and I had nothing to do one day, and I said, let me test this thing out. Everyone's talking about TikTok, these little kids, so let me try it out. But since then, I've been on TikTok every day. I've been learning the ins and outs of it, but it's taken my metrics since 2019. For the new
Right.
users today, you log on TikTok, it doesn't know what you're interested in. It's going to throw you out
Oh,
people dancing. It's going to throw you out real estate content, plumbers and mechanics. And
I want to see the plumber on TikTok.
I have. Yeah.
It doesn't
That
know
clogged toilet.
And I want to make sure we mention, just because we just have so many agents that need
Well, wait,
this.
hold on a second. I feel
What?
like he was still getting to the gold. Hold
I
on.
thought it was gold.
No,
I
like
thought it was all gold.
no. I think no, it is all gold. Don't twist my words, Jesse. It is all gold. Listen, this is what I'm saying. He said his rep at Instagram, because when you reach a certain amount of followers, I guess
You're right, I'm
they
sorry.
talk to you. So they said 4 to 6 reels a week on Instagram.
Yes.
TikTok, there's really no rhyme or reason if you're just kind of joining the platform. They still have to learn about you.
Yes.
How many times did your rep tell you that you should post to your news feed or to your feed on Instagram?
They were saying between 3 to 5 a week also, but it all depends on what you're posting exactly, because you have a few different types of posts you can post. You have the IGTV, you have an IG post, you have an IG reel now, which is a thing, and then you just have a regular post, as I mentioned. So
what about hashtags?
hashtags? The maximum that you can use are 30. As if we don't know, we can only use 30. However, the real number is anywhere between 5 to 8.
That's like the magic number.
That's what I was told.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, because you see people just with like using all of those 30. I'm like, that just seems like a lot of work.
And it looks spammy, so that's why
Yeah.
choose 5 to 8 that are very, very relevant to that specific piece of content, and that's it.
Mhm.
Just post it and see
That
how it
makes a
goes.
lot of sense. I love that. Jesse's posting like 5 or 6 TikToks a day. No, you figured it out.
No, that thing is a fire. It's burning on its own now.
That's cool,
I
man.
really it
crazy.
is. I don't know.
You're crazy.
It is.
What were you gonna ask, Jesse?
No, I just wanted to make sure that we mentioned the class for Instagram for realtors, because we love this and we need it.
Awesome.
Yeah, well, go to Ed's website. We'll mention this again, but your website is edstulak, EDSTULAK.com. It's a really sexy website if we're talking about sex, which we were.
Ooh.
It's a very
always
sexy looking
will.
it is a very sexy looking website, and you have a testimonial from my boy Ryan Serhant on there. We've interviewed Ryan 4 times in Lab Coat Agents, so
Nice.
tell him I said what's up next time you talk to him. But that's pretty awesome that you got a testimonial from Ryan.
Yes, I did an IG live with him once. I reached out to him and I said, "Hey Ryan, would love to do an IG live with you for 15 minutes, no more." He said, "Can you do it for 10?" Of course I can.
And did he ask you how many followers you had before he
No,
agreed?
he didn't. I think he just checked my stuff out real quick.
Oh, he probably checked because they'll ask.
He wouldn't have given you the time of day if
The
you
first
weren't
time
super-
lab coat agents, they asked how many people were in the group, and we told him. He was like, all right.
Yeah, he must have checked. But I told him, I
Yeah.
said that I would promote his new course. So that was when Sell It Like
Oh,
Sell It
yeah.
was becoming a thing. So I figured, how else can you get someone like that onto a live is by providing value, which again,
For sure. So tell us about your course. You have an Instagram course. What's it called, and how do we find out about it, and how do we take it?
called IGRE. IGRE stands for In the Gram for real estate. So
I thought it was IGRA.
yeah, IGRE, In the Gram for real estate. I guess it's whatever you call it, the syllables. But yeah. So IGRA, which in Ukrainian means games. So,
Oh, okay.
or
Well,
Russian,
there you go. So it is
yeah.
a word.
I guess it is. So yes, IGRE coaching.com. And on there, it's just everything that I've ever learned about Instagram. So these things that we're discussing, I throw in there. It goes much deeper into the science of it all, algorithms, the creative side, the content, how to create stuff, the apps that I use. I talk about lead gen, how to get actual leads in your organic area or organically in your area. So I discuss all this stuff in this course. So that's why I wanted to do it.
I love that. And is there a fee, cost?
$397 one-time fee. Once you're in, you're in. No monthly
Love it.
fee, none of that.
That's
Awesome.
awesome.
you.
Yeah,
That's
simple,
awesome.
straight to the point. I'm writing a book as well, as we were kind of discussing
Oh,
before. Same thing, just all about social media, personal branding for real estate agents. It's called Real Estate Fame. So
ooh,
Real estate fame.
I
That's
love
that's a
that.
sexy title.
Real
Okay.
estate
I
celebrities.
like that title.
thank you.
Real estate celebrities. You know, I'm kind of a real estate celebrity myself. That's what they tell me. I'm just-
There you
No.
are. How could you
in Keller Williams, because we're with Keller Williams, and they call them celebrities.
No, they don't. No, they
Yes,
don't.
they
Yeah.
do. Yes,
Yeah,
they
they
do.
do.
Jesse, you
They
have
do.
called me a celebrity before.
I coined the stupid phrase. Yeah. No, they don't. You and I do.
Well, Ed is with Real, so they'll call you a real-lebrity.
A celebrity. Okay. I love
Like that.
it.
So yeah. So tell us anything else we need to know, Ed. Like, well, I can't even talk. Leslie, did you have
Yeah,
Leslie?
sounds
Did
good.
you have another question? I think Leslie had another question.
I don't think so.
All right. Well,
think
I
we
have another
covered
question.
everything. Yeah.
It's just basically like, you know, what's some advice, some simple advice that you have for agents who don't really know the first thing about content marketing? You know, where should they start? A lot of times we think, oh, you know, we got to use every platform. For me, my platform is Facebook. I figured it out. Never really figured out Instagram as much. I feel like there's a lot more work that goes into Instagram. There's a heck of a lot more work that goes into TikTok. So I feel like Facebook is my platform. But like, what's your advice on that?
So before I dive into the advice, for those that are listening that might be skeptical, don't know if I should spend time creating this content, because the advice that I'll give, 95% of people will not take it, will not run with it, because
99%.
99%. Yeah, let's be a little bit more generous, I guess, to that.
Yeah.
People think, nah, social media is just consistency. It's creating content. It's doing a little bit of, I guess always posting things and value. Like, yes, that's one part of it. But let me explain to you my success stories real quick. Number one, my first lead ever, I received through, not first lead, my first social media lead ever. Her name is Karen, the sweetest person ever. Big shout out to Karen. I reached out by just simply reaching out to my following, reaching out to my local areas, going into my local hashtags in my local towns, and just engaging the hell out of those people that are using those hashtags. Okay. That's one piece of advice right there. Just engage with your local area. So I did. She reached out in a comment saying, hey, Ed, I have a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1 acre of land, cul-de-sac in Hillsborough, New Jersey. The husband and I are thinking about selling. Anyway, long story short, took me about 2.5 years to finally sell their house and help them buy a house. That was about a $900,000 deal altogether from buy and sell side. That was my first Instagram deal ever, which was amazing. And we're still friends till today. She's awesome. I was just DMing her before. But like, that's so cool how we're closely connected to people,
Yeah.
right? On social media. Number two, I received a DM once. That DM changed my whole real estate business. And I'm actually sitting right now in the project that has changed my business. This is a 180 unit building that I received from Instagram DM. One Instagram.
The whole building?
whole building.
What?
It's
Wow, dude.
Wow.
of my office. It's a
So
big
you're just
building.
basically selling all those units.
From Instagram.
What's the
It-
price point on those units?
They're rentals. They're starting anywhere between $2,200 up to around $3,000 a month.
And if you know New Jersey, the commission on a rental is a month's rent.
Correct. So do 10
So-
of those a month, and
That's money right there.
Instagram.
Wow.
Because of Instagram. It works. It's a message, but it's a conversation starter. The first example I gave was a conversation starter, me being proactive. That hour and a half that I spend on Instagram is by doing that stuff, not creating.
And you have your own office in that building?
Yes.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, it's so cool. It's such a cool project. But so I got that Instagram from Instagram. It works. So as I mentioned before, the advice that I would give to someone is the content that you're creating. You don't know who's watching. You don't know who they know. You don't know what they know. I can give another example. I had a 13-year-old boy reach out to me once. This kid reached out, Ed, I love your content. It's so cool. Now, what the hell do I talk to a 13-year-old about? Fortnite? Like, I don't know. right?
Yeah, probably.
I'm like,
That's what you talk to my kids about.
right. And I said, thank you, buddy. If there's anything I can help you with, let me know. And he reached back out. He said, Al, my dad's in construction. He just built up 7 new houses. I don't know if you ever connect with him. Well, yeah, of course I would love to connect with him. How can we do so?
I don't know if you're interested in that.
That's amazing.
Yes, have the listing
I've
appointment.
I've literally never heard somebody lead generate, like engage a kid online, because why not? But literally, why not?
You know what? It could have gone
Amazing.
one of two ways. It could have been, I could have reached out and had that happen, or I could have not reached out and ignored it like most people do.
Right.
Somebody's
Yeah.
gonna get it.
I love that, dude.
So it works. You don't know who knows who. Just create content, have fun with it. Post about the stuff you actually genuinely like about. Like, I love hockey, whiskey, fashion, real estate, watches. That's my thing. I'm not going to be posting about other things that I don't know about just because someone else that's popular and doing it the right way. I'm not going to try to be like them. I'm myself. If you like it, come on board. If you don't, go away. And
Well, based off of that list, I'm coming to visit you when I'm in New Jersey.
please do. We're going out.
What about, I'm not in New Jersey anymore.
But it's okay. We'll go to Montclair. We'll go
You
back.
can't-
To
I'm like, wait, you're not going to
You guys
visit
can
me in
come
New
too.
Jersey? Hold on. I'm not in New Jersey anymore. That's very difficult. Well, listen, this has been super fun. I think I've learned a lot about Instagram and content and the whole nine. If you want to check out Ed, go to edstulek.com, EDSTULAK.com. Go to @EdStulek on Instagram and follow him for lots of cool content. And of course, like and subscribe to Command Your Social, because that's how we get more followers as well when you like and subscribe. So that's how podcasts
said.
work. Well, everyone, thank you so much. Have an amazing the rest of your day. Hope you enjoyed this episode. I know I did, and we'll see you next time.
Bye, you guys. Bye, everybody.
Bye.